talk about facial recognition technology. After I posted my last video about what's going on in Australia, I got a lot of good feedback. There was a good discussion going on in the comments section, but I want to discuss one of the key points that a lot of people seem to take issue with. And that was my theory that social distancing is actually just prep for a social credit system. That they want to keep us 6 feet apart so that it's easier for facial recognition technology to pick up on our faces when we're out in public. Now, I'm aware that this sounds crazy. And it sounds crazy because it sounds like it's straight out of a science fiction movie. But let's look at what science fiction is. Now, when a science fiction writer is writing a new book or a movie, they're not just pulling random concepts out of a hat. What they tend to do is look at the current technology that exists in society and follow the natural progression of that technology to paint a picture of where we might end up in the future, usually with a focus on what can go terribly wrong. Now, the purpose of this is something we call predictive programming. Predictive programming was first described by researcher Alan Watt, who defined it as a subtle form of psychological conditioning provided by the media to acquaint the public with planned societal changes to be implemented by our leaders. If and when these changes are put through, the public will already be familiarized with them and will accept them as natural progressions, thus lessening possible public resistance and commotion. Now, this strategy is also a really great way to make a mockery of anyone who even dares to claim that dystopian technological advances are coming our way. Let me give you an example. If I say to someone, "It looks a lot like a social credit system is coming our way," they'll respond with, "Social credit system? What do you think this is? Black Mirror?" But how far-fetched is this idea, really? I'd say it's not that far-fetched at all. Did you know that China is operating under a social credit system as we speak? Take a look at this.
Everywhere she goes, Ouyang Haoyu is followed. What she buys, how she behaves, is tracked and scored to show how responsible and trustworthy she is. It's called the social credit system, and in one version now being tested, a person's reputation is scored on a scale of 350 to 950. It's big data meets Big Brother,